Hey guys, this is Jacques from MakuluLinux, and I promised I would make you guys some short videos to show off different parts of the operating system. It's been a couple of days, so I think the next one is just about ready to go. In this video, I'm going to show you how web applets work, how to manage them, how to add new ones, how to remove existing ones, just the ins and outs of the web applets. So, as I'm sure you know, the web applets you can turn on from your bottom menu over here, or you can open your settings manager and open them from there. So let's go start the web applets. So yes. Make sure that you have enough RAM on your system. Click yes, and okay, there we go. Now I am running this inside a virtual machine, so they may be a little sluggish. They are web applets after all, and they use a lot of resources, but never mind that. Right, so once you open them, you'll see the top bar. There's a little top panel here. And inside this panel, we've got Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, Instagram, a couple of web applets already pre-laid out for you. And then you've got 4 ones here that you can assign to something. So you can assign them to a specific website. Let's say, for example, eBay. So open again, there we go. eBay is now been assigned to that web applet. So even if I end the web applets now, I choose turn off, and then I choose turn on. eBay, just give it a second to load. There we go. eBay will still be loaded. So once you set a web applet, it is set. Okay, you can set more here. Now, if you want to set a web applet to something other than the list, just type the O. So for example, you want to set to, let's say, is there news? Let's go news.com. But there's no news.com there. I just type news.com and I hit enter. And unfortunately, the icon won't change. But news.com will be saved there. I'll have to make a video if you really want to edit the icons as well. It's quite a lengthy process. But I could make a video for that. However, you can add custom websites, okay? If you have a specific site that you use a lot and it's not in the list, hell, message us. We may even add it for you on one of the updates with the nice icon and so forth. We're doing all the popular sites, so we don't mind expanding on this. But these are pretty much all the ones that we know that a lot of people use. Now, okay, so let's just say you've assigned all of your web applets and you want to delete them, or you want to make new ones. How do you go about that? How do you go about editing this, removing the existing ones or adding new ones? Well, this top panel is based on AWN. So the easiest thing is just to right click anywhere. You can just right click over there. You can right click over there. And you can go dock preferences, okay? So it doesn't matter anywhere. You can click anywhere. You can go dock preferences. So once you got dock preferences open, it's AWN. You go to applets. At the bottom here, you see web applets. And here you'll see, here's your web applets. There they are. These little rings over here, that's the web applet. See there? Same rings, same little gears. There's 2 little gears there, 2 little gears. Those are the web applets over there. And those over there are separators, spacers. Those little lines in the middle. You see there, if you look at the web applets, it's got those little separators there between the icons. Those are these. There's one at the end here, you don't see it. One on the end that you don't see. And you've got 2 in the middle. One there and one there. Those 2 over there. So for example, if you take out this last one over here, which is the IRC. So select it. There's an up and down arrow. Up to make it go away. It's gone. There we go. Amazon. I select it. Up. It's gone. Select that one over there. Select it. Up and it's gone. So it's only the eBay one that's left now. Select it. Up and it's gone. I want to add a new one. I just make sure here that web applet is selected. And I push down. See? Now it's over there. Now of course, if you want to keep the spacer at the end of here, you can just do this. You can just drag it between the spaces. That just, if you want to be nice and neat and tidy, but you can remove the spacer as well. You really don't need it. Anyway, so there's one web applet, one new one. There's a second new one. As you can see, there's 2 new ones there. There's a third new one. There's a fourth new one. There's a fifth new one. There's a 6th new one. You can keep adding them as many as you want, and you can keep removing them. 1, 2, 3, 4. These first 4 are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to be those over there. And so you can delete them and add them and go crazy. And of course you can reset. Once you add a new web applet, you need to set it to a new website again, so you can select a new one. See, so it's quite easy to manage them, add and remove them. You just go dock preferences, go to task manager, web applets, and you can set them here. Just drag them into the bottom bar, remove them from the bottom. Anyway, so that's pretty much how you do it. You can drag them down. You can use the up and down arrows. Just select them down, or you can select the existing ones and push the little up arrow. So that's it. You can set the dock preferences. Of course, it's currently set to top, the size of the pixel, style, how you want the dock to be, IntelliHide, always visible, fade out. You know, you can set this. Pretty much, you can set the dock settings here. Zoom, icon effects, you can set to zoom, or you can set to simple. As you can see, it's simple. You can set it to classic. Now it's got almost like a fade look. You can set it to spotlight, which kind of makes it, you know, you can add some special effects and stuff there. Zoom. Anyway, position on the screen. And of course you can set the themes. However, do remember, if you do set the theme, it will actually probably reset the dock. It will move the dock to the bottom. So for example, you want to change a theme. Let's say you want to go with a smoke theme. If you apply it, will actually move the dock to the bottom. You'll have to, it resets the settings. You'll have to come and put the dock then to the top again, and then of course change it to, you know, whatever style you prefer. So you can play with it. You can really just go crazy here. You can even make it floating, always visible, IntelliHide, panel mode. Panel mode means it uses all of that space. Anyway, so 3D turn, that kind of looks cool. However, do remember that a lot of these settings will add on to memory usage. So that's the dock. Now you can go through all the panel settings if you want, but the main part of this is how to manage your applets, how to manage these little applets, and there they are. They're called web applets. If you right click here on the dock, let's just close here. Right click here on the dock, you go dock preferences, and you go to applets, down to web applets, and you can add them more into there, or you can remove the existing ones. You can go crazy. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the web applets, how to use them, how to manage with them. But do remember, it uses a lot of memory, or it's not to be used on systems with low memory. As you can see, if I enable it, look at the memory consumption jump now. I mean, let's just let it load. You see it's already jumping well over a gig there, over a gig of RAM. But if I disable it, 1.3 gigs, 1.4, 1.44, 1.49, there, 1.5 gigabytes, and still climbing. And if I turn them off, it comes back down to, just let it settle, probably come down to about 700, 600, 700. Anyway, so yeah, that's the web applets. If you have any questions, you can just ask and we'll try and assist. But it's really easy to manage. It's a nice little feature for, you know, if you, for example, want to have a, you know, if you go onto Facebook a lot, or you do something a lot, and you don't want to keep opening a browser, you can just literally click your Facebook, do what you want, and then just click it again. Same with Messenger. You can just chat with somebody over here without needing to open a whole browser window. It's a really awesome feature. If you tweet a lot, you can just drop down the Twitter and then push it back up. Of course, you can make this see-through. You can make them tiny little icons as well, put them out of the way. I mean, there's a lot you can do with the web applets. You can customize them exactly to your liking. Anyway, so that's another video done. I will keep making new ones, you know, on all the different aspects of the desktop. But this was web applets. If you have any questions, let us know. Okay, cheers.